And we're back. Sorry to those of you who I just left, but I'm back, and we're talking to man.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Oh, we're going to
What
talk
can
about
you
a
tell
lot.
me about the mining company?
Oh,
The general closed
I think
down one of the
I think this guy
mines
may have
after
been in the
the explosion.
mining
Lots
problem.
of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
I don't know how lucky I would say about that, but yeah.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah, look, I'm not interested in geology.
Then don't ask about it,
You're not?
man.
I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
Yeah,
That's right.
probably.
Then the guy you should talk to is the professor. He's over there, talking to the bozo in the truck.
The bozo in the truck. Let's see what name you give the
Do
statue.
you know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists.
Why don't
But
you
it
anymore?
scared people around here, so I stopped.
Oh, well, that answers that question.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
He looks shocked.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the
No.
square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have
you
legs.
heard about the eclipse of the sun?
And this
Sure,
place
I'm having a
doesn't
party
look
to
like it
celebrate
runs on the
Drop
idea of
by.
everywhere should
Really?
have ramps.
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
Why is the general
Why don't you want the
invited?
general at your
I mean,
party?
clearly,
Because
I
if
already
he
know
comes,
why.
he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
You want these
What do you
pennies?
think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No, someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Awful. Let's go talk to Dwayne, shall we? My CIA friend Dwayne. What up, Dwayne?
It was
No.
Pearl's husband.
Okay, yeah.
Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Henderson. Good to see you again.
Mr.
Do I know
Henderson.
you, son?
George Stobart. Remember? In Syria? I sold you a statue.
It
I
was completely
remember
worthless.
that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'll give you back the $50.
No, you suckered me fair and square. This here is Bertrand.
Bertrand Oubier? So, we finally caught up with you.
What the devil are you talking about?
Don't give me that
Bertrand
crap, Oubier.
Oubier.
Now hold
a great name.
fire, George. Suppose you tell us what the hell's going on.
This
I
man
don't know
lured
if that's
Nico
the
to his
same
house in
Dwayne
Paris
voice actor from the
in
first
order
game.
to
It doesn't
abduct
quite
her.
sound the same.
Nonsense. I've been in Quaramonte for the last 7 months.
And I can vouch for that. George, I think you owe Bertrand an apology.
Okay, Oubier. I'm
Okay, Oubier. I'm sorry.
Are you still
I didn't
working
mean
for...
to yell at you,
Do
Oubier.
you know who?
Who's that, George? You know I'm retired.
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I confused you with somebody else.
Oh, I do that all the time.
What do you mean? Who is he supposed to
Do
be
you
looking
think
for?
the
What do you mean by
general was
that, George?
involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
Who is?
So the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy.
Blue Rinse
Strictly
Fairy?
strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
The dictator.
Does the name
You
Karnak
know,
mean
the
anything?
dictator of this
Sounds
place.
like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the
Karnak
man
does
behind
sound like a
Condor
comic book villain
and the rat who kidnapped
who might be
Nico.
fighting someone
know,
like
The first
Luke
time
Cage
I met you, I
or
was
Moon
deeply
Knight.
impressed with your
He'd
naive
definitely be operating
simplicity.
in New
I
York.
said to Pearl, if we
Maybe
ever
at a push
had
he might be
kids,
like somebody
I
dressed to
would've
fuck with Black
wanted
Panther.
a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Karnak is a clear and present threat to the Wakandan people.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
How's that reasonable?
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
Okay, why is he an
What's the
agitator?
real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Okay.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a
Is this a
kind of
truck
falling
which
out?
is that like a
Yes, she
tarpauling,
did.
or is it just
She'll
delivering
get
a
over
giant
it.
rock?
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
Maybe she has. Does she have a secret
What's
past?
in the truck, Dwayne?
Oh, just camping equipment. Sleeping bags and tents. Me and Pearl always hankered after a taste of the great outdoors.
Aren't you worried about camping out in a tropical jungle?
We had a trial run in West Virginia. This'll be a breeze in comparison.
Yeah, I suppose if you can sleep in West Virginia, you can sleep anywhere.
Would
Apparently,
you like a
according to
biscuit,
Dwayne.
Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a raft.
Yeah, it's not.
Tried them?
The,
They were on
what are
the
you
list
surprised? You've been
offers.
eating them all
Pearl bought
day.
a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog too, she just laughed.
You want to eat this coal instead?
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well,
People keep
maybe
asking
the
me that, and I
Guadamonte
don't
in one
know.
piece.
When
I don't know
you've
why
been
I'm
here
holding
a
it.
few days, you won't look on that as luck.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
I never heard of it, son.
Damn it! Everybody else has. Finally, the underwear. What do you think of this?
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No, a guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
Nice.
Why are you
Polyamorous.
looking at me like that, George?
I'm getting our
Forget it.
polyamorous representation in here. That might just be easier for George, right? No, George is
Does the name
way
Barzak
too
mean
insecure to be
anything to you?
Yes.
in a polyamorous relationship. Don't talk to that man.
If it wasn't
He has a
for Kazakh,
ponytail. I know what
I'd be-
ponytails mean to you.
What?
You're cheating on me, aren't you? Whoa, 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 George. He was the mailman.
Tell
I didn't
me
even
about
say
your
anything to him. He just put
Please.
letters through the door and left. I
don't
see
want
the
to
way you
talk
look at him.
about her.
Tell me about
Maybe
your
you
wife.
don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
Is she a porn star?
Have you
It's
ever
okay, you can
employed
tell
a
me.
Central American butler or servant?
I've never
Butler.
employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
You want a dog biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
Stop eating dog biscuits,
Can
George.
you
What is
tell me
wrong
anything
with
about
you?
this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale.
Absolutely insane. What about this?
Can you identify this statue,
You're
Professor?
probably the only person
Oh,
who can.
yes.
The Lord of Darkness. That's one of the harder names we've gotten so far.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca
Smoking
means
mirror.
literally smoking mirror.
Just like
There.
Broken Sword 2.
You see
The smoking
mirror
mirror.
shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims, and victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans
A
have
lot of temples
legend
ran
that
red,
says
ran
he'll
red with the blood
return
of
one day.
sacrifices.
I hope I'm not around to see it.
Do you see this
I've
label?
got a feeling that day's coming up by the
Yes.
end of this game.
It refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
What country is this car from? It no longer exists.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to the
Aha!
gallery in Paris.
I've
Beyond
got
that,
you.
I have no connection with the company.
I agree.
Which, as I said, no longer exists.
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
The eclipse has got to
Of course.
play.
It's not the reason
Play
I'm
into it
here
at
in
some point.
Guaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
Is it like a planetary alignment sort of thing? We're going to wait for that.
What's your
and then
interest
that's
in
when
the
the guy will
eclipse,
come
Professor?
back.
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History is my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Total eclipse for
Does
the
the
world.
eclipse have some special significance for you?
For
Hope
me,
it gives us superpowers
no.
like heroes.
For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale.
Oh,
The
is this
fifth
like the
is the
2012
final
thing?
age, ending in
Alright,
the
we lived
total
through
destruction
2012.
of the
It's
Earth.
fine. We survived.
Take a look at this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals?
Never mind
I
that.
left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why more
Oh no, she's using it
Why
to
the
fund
very
Goop.
place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
Well, that's... And then we just... Everyone turn away.
Stealing trucks wasn't.
Alright. We've exhausted quite a few areas. Maybe we'll go in here.
Hey, Nico!
Scream at Nico again. Have we got anything new to say to you now before we start going for Tip City? Just the tip.
I'd asked him all I'd wanted to.
Okay, we are in Tip City. I'm at the police station. What next? Look at the chart on the wall. But how do I look at the chart on the wall? He won't let me look at the chart on the wall.
Senor.
Sorry, I...
But go to the mining office. What? Look at the chart on the wall. Leave the police station, talk to Ubier. Go to the mining office and talk to Conchita. Maybe she knows more about Condor. Talk to Dwayne again after Ubier has left. But I can't look at the chart on the wall. Can I... If I give him the panties, is he just gonna love this and be like, great, I have to go now?
He would have no...
I'll be back.
Maybe Nico, can you distract him if we're in here?
There was nothing else I wanted.
Nope. Anything I can talk to you about? Because there's nothing else in here I can use. Oh yeah, we can talk to
I'd
Miguel.
like to visit your...
Condemned prisoner.
Condemned?
Condemned?
He is to be executed.
Wow!
Knowing my luck, I will probably have to...
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Yep.
Si, senor,
Death
he was.
penalty.
And that carries the death penalty?
Yep.
No. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Oh,
So
so
long.
then that's fine. So long? Shit. Now I'm very confused, because even the... Maybe out here will give me a new tip. Nope. Look around the police station, talk to the general, look at the chart on the wall, leave the police station, talk to Ubier. Well, maybe if I just talk to Ubier. Does that count? But I don't think I've been able to look at the entire chart. So how am I supposed to look at that? Ooh, this is where I hope somebody in...
I had nothing else to add.
Fuck. This is where I'm hoping that there's some sort of smarter person than me watching who's like, I know how to look at the chart. Go to the mining company, maybe? Ooh, this is gonna be a rough ending to this stream where I'm just sort of vaguely wandering around the area going, I don't know what to do. Oh, Nico didn't join for this one.
I had nothing...
And she didn't want it either. Ah, how do I get rid of the general? Oh, speak to Dwayne. Really? Damn. Okay. What do I get? Like Dwayne to drive the truck into the police station or something? I decided to enlist another idiot's help, and it turns out we only needed 2 American idiots to be able to figure out this problem. And if we needed, we had a third, in the form of Dwayne's wife. Oh, Ubier's gone.
Maybe I'm wrong, but you seem...
Damn right I was being evasive.
In front of the
Couldn't talk
foreign
in front of
national.
the foreign national, see? George, I'm on a top secret
Okay.
classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer
What?
with a plastic initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm
What
really
are you here to
looking
blow
forward
up
to this.
on behalf of the US government?
Is Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George.
All I need is a
All I
detonator.
need is a
Why would they
detonator.
send you the explosives but not the detonator?
How come you brought a truckload of explosives
Yeah.
but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work.
Oh.
I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't
You
find
left
a
it for
darn
your
thing.
wife to
Just
pack
hope
up
you
the
remember to bring
C4.
my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
You are
You
bizarre.
really never heard of Condor?
Of course I have, son. Matter of fact, it was old Dwayne's investigations
Yeah.
scared him off.
Everyone would be scared of old Dwayne's investigations.
Did you find any
Ah,
evidence
there's
of
some
Condor's
fat
drug
idiot
smuggling
called Dwayne who won't
operations?
stop poking through our
Drugs?
shit.
Hell no.
Oh, God.
Condor was a cover for the
He's got a
illegal
truckload of
export minor
explosives which his
artifacts.
wife is struggling to fill. Oh, I missed it. There's one more. I pressed the wrong one. Come on, bring me back to Dwayne. Sweet Dwayne.
So who
Sweet
was behind
Dwayne!
Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
Edan.
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Ferran, you're Spanish. You can confirm nor deny that if you're still here. Right, so now do I get to go in here?
Hey, Nico!
I assume, what, Dwayne's gonna suicide bomb himself in the truck outside? The explosion's big enough to wipe out, to be heard in China, but he's gonna, what, set it off here on that tiny wall? Alright, I'm sure he won't get blown to high hell.
I'd asked him all I'd want.
Oh, for the love of... What am I supposed to do? Go to the mining office. Oh, okay. Good lord. Again, if you're here to watch me play this game well, you've come to the wrong place, my friends. You come to watch this guy stumble his way through and eventually get to the ending. You're in the right place. In the right time. Which is right now, although we're coming towards an end. I think I might speak to this lady and see if we can... My aim is to see the chart. Once we can see the chart, then we'll end. Gonna...
Do you have any kind of
have a
detonating
detonator.
device in stock?
Sure,
Can I have it?
they're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
Minor terrorist plot?
The general has a chart
Essentially.
in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't get anywhere near it while the general and his sidekick are there.
So,
I had nothing else to...
so can I... If you tell me not to go in that cupboard.
Hey,
Yeah, I just need a detonator. I need the detonator.
stay out of that.
Now what? So I was right. Way earlier on, I was like, we're definitely going to have to talk to Nico and get her to use her feminine wiles to distract the general. It just took us 8 other conversations with other random human beings to be able to work that idea out. I was here 20 minutes ago.
Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering
Yeah,
at
that's
me?
why I'm asking you to do it.
You'd make a great snake charmer. Come on. 5 minutes is all I need.
Well,
5 minutes is
maybe,
all he needs
but
to
it's
get
your
off.
harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
What do you mean? I'm asking you to seduce him to get him out of the way. Why would I do the talking? He doesn't want to bone me, to the best of my knowledge. Unless maybe I'm in those pansies. In which case he might be down for it.
There was nothing.
Okay, so now I guess we talk to the general. And be like, hey, do you mind if I whore out my girlfriend to you?
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you.
For you, my dear. Anything.
Okay. Go on, sleazeball.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't.
No, she
She's
hasn't.
embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well,
George, I get the feeling you
I
don't
want
need to be
write a
threatened by this
story
man.
about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
Uh-huh.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Good lord, George. Don't worry, I just put my girlfriend in an absolutely dangerous position to be in because I wanted to look at a chart on the wall. Anything could happen to her. She could be murdered.
No, Signor. He won't know unless you tell him. You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out.
Don't tell me I've got to get rid of you too. Please don't tell me I've got to get rid of you too.
I'd have to get rid of him.
I got to get rid of him too. Oh. Well, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Bye, YouTube. I hope you've been enjoying. Subscribe, watch more if you want. No pressure. I'm not your dad. Bye!